A gentle morning in whispering woods. The sun rose gently over whispering woods, casting golden light through the tall trees. Birds chirped cheerful melodies while the dew glistened on leaves like tiny diamonds. In this peaceful forest lived many wonderful friends. There was Tiki, the nimble squirrel, always hopping from tree to tree searching for nuts. Ollie, the wise old owl, liked to rest in his hollow during the day, sharing stories with the younger animals at dusk. Ruby, the playful rabbit, loved racing around the bushes and playing hide-and-seek. Up above, chirping flocks of sparrows, bluebirds, and woodpeckers flitted about, preparing for another happy day. Everything was calm and the animals felt safe. The forest was their home, beautiful, kind, and full of life. Whispers of change. But as the morning wore on, something strange began to happen. The wind that used to be soft started to blow with a bit more force. The trees whispered, not in their usual sing-song way, but in a shivery, anxious tone. Tiki paused, sniffed the air, and twitched his tail. "Something feels different," he muttered. Above, dark clouds began to gather like an army of shadows. Distant rumbles of thunder rolled through the skies. The birds stopped singing. "Storm's coming," hooted Ollie from his tree. "And not just a drizzle. This might be the biggest storm our forest has ever seen." Panic in the branches. The first cold raindrops fell. Suddenly, the once playful forest burst into chaos. Birds flapped in confusion. Baby chicks chirped from nests high in trees that swayed too much. Squirrels dashed from branch to branch, unsure of where to hide. Ruby the rabbit ran from burrow to burrow, but all seemed too small or too wet. A family of robins tried to shield their nest with leaves, but the wind blew them away. Everyone tried to protect themselves, but nobody knew what to do. They needed help. They needed each other. The owl's alarm, a call for unity. As a strong gust shook the trees, Ollie the owl flew to the tallest branch he could find and let out a mighty hoot. "Everyone, gather below. Now!" he cried, his voice cutting through the stormy wind. One by one, the animals and birds hurried toward Ollie's tree. Dripping wet, scared, and shivering, they stood together under the darkening sky. "This storm is growing," Ollie warned. "If we don't act together, some of us won't make it. We must help one another." A quiet murmur spread. "But what can we do?" asked a tiny bluebird, her feathers soaked. "A leader with a calm heart." Just then, from the thicket emerged a large, gentle figure, Barno the bear. He was slow-moving, but had the calmest voice in all of Whispering Woods. "I know a place," Barno said. "A cave near the river, big and dry. It can hold many of us." "But it's far," chirped a finch. "We'll never make it with the wind like this," cried a chipmunk.
"Like this!"
cried a chipmunk. Tiki, ever the clever squirrel, jumped forward. "I'll guide the ground animals through the trees. I know all the shortest paths." "And we birds can fly ahead and warn others," added the bluebird bravely. Barno nodded. "Let's move as one." Working together, the plan was set into motion. Birds flew through the forest, warning other creatures and leading them toward the cave. Tiki led the squirrels, rabbits, and hedgehogs through safe paths, avoiding fallen branches and slippery stones. Barno helped carry those too small to walk on his back, even cradling baby birds in his huge soft paws. The wind howled, trees bent, rain poured. But the animals pressed on, hearts beating together. Finally, the cave appeared, tall, wide, and hidden behind a curtain of vines. Inside, it was dry and warm, protected from the storm. The birds flew in and shook off their feathers. Rabbits curled in soft moss. The squirrels tucked nuts into corners. Even shy animals like deer and porcupines huddled together for warmth. Ollie landed at the center. "We did it!" he hooted. "Because we were brave, because we worked together." After the storm. The next morning, the forest sparkled. Raindrops shimmered like stars. The sun smiled down again, and the birds sang a song of joy. But the biggest change wasn't in the trees. It was in the hearts of the animals. They had learned that even the scariest storms can be faced if friends stay close, listen to each other, and work as one. Moral of the story: unity is strength. When we come together, we can overcome any storm, no matter how big it may seem.